What's up? This is Jordan Gray from Half Lit and DopelivenTV.
Hey, this your boy Don Ritchie representing the Midwest 219 Stand Up.
Hey, what's up, y'all? It's Lamar Tate.
This is your girl, Monifa.
Hey, what up? It's your man, Dave Hollister from Blackstreet.
You know what this is right here. This Trigger Trench in the building.
Hey, what's up, y'all? This is your boy, Jason Weaver. And whenever I'm back home in the Chi, I'm checking out Dope Living TV.
Hey, it's your girl, Adina Howard, and you're watching Dope Living TV, live with Greg Gray and the crew.
Hey, what's up? It's your boy Greg Gray. This is Dope Living TV Live. Let me start off by saying the views that are expressed on this Dope Living TV Live are not necessarily the views of Dope Living TV or its affiliates. Hey man, what's up, y'all? Hope everything's good. So tonight's guest, man, this guy, I was watching a movie. The movie was called Who Killed Terrance Brown? All right. And the only reason I watched it because I wanted to find out who killed Terrance Brown. I wasn't too interested because, you know, like with the title, Who Killed Terrance Brown? Let's find out. So I started watching the movie. Our guest tonight, man, he stood out. I mean, he stood out in this movie, all right? And what's up, Mo? Can you hear me, Mo? Can you hear me, Mo?
Yes, I can.
Okay.
Yeah, can you hear me?
Anyway, yeah.
Can you hear me?
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
Absolutely.
I was
talking about the movie Who Killed Terrance Brown, and like I said, I wasn't interested. I just wanted to see who killed Terrance Brown, and as I watched it, the lead character. He was a father, a husband, he had a girlfriend, and doing everything, you know, right. Mm-hmm. And I'm not going to give the movie away if you haven't seen it, but you got to watch this movie because the plot turns completely. Our guest tonight, his name is Roland Coit. Now, his moniker, what he goes by is Roast Spit.
Roast Spit.
Okay,
I'm asking him which he comes on for. I ask him what that means.
Yeah, now I know what it means now because what I did was I said roast spit. I said let me look this. Let me do my research on this guy first. So I went back and I'm gonna let him talk about it, but when he comes on. But
okay,
man, dude, he's multi-talented. He owns a business as well. Something that I always, it's gym shoes, okay? Let's keep it 100. It's gym shoes.
Him a serial entrepreneur?
Dude. And he's getting into producing. Now, the other thing is that... Huh?
Go ahead.
I was saying the other thing...
I'm queuing up some stuff, so...
The other thing that I found out was that in the movie, the next movie that he's co-producing, DeJuan Ford was in it too.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah. Again.
Full circle.
This community, man, this movie community is something else, bro. I'm glad we are in it. Amber, the beautiful Amber Pin. Hey, Amber. What's up, girl? Hope everything's going well for you. I love to see this picture, man. She has such a beautiful smile. I can't smile like I want to because I had the car accident. Got a couple of the dentures knocked out. Okay, but I did have a mold fitting. I'll call it that, a mold fitting. So I'm getting close. getting close. What's up, D Starks? That's family right there. D Starks, what's going on, brother? Hope everything's well. Tomorrow, Thursday, y'all check out the D Starks show. Make sure y'all go. So yeah, him and Dewan Ford are in the same movie the next time. And again, I mean, that just goes to show you how not necessarily small, but how this community works, man. People get with people, they network, and there it is. Now, I would be willing to, I'm not gonna say bet, because I'm not, I'm not gonna say I'm not a gambling man, but I'm thinking though, Ro and I have been messaging all day today, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm willing to say that I don't think Ro gonna show up.
Say that again.
I don't think Ro gonna show up.
Why you say that?
Well, he wants to come on. Don't get me wrong, but I don't think Ro gonna show up. I don't think he knows. Well, he asked was it Zoom. I sent the link, and I'm gonna message him in a second. But and I hate to say it like that because Ro's a good guy, man, a really good guy. But I don't think he's gonna show up. Ro, hold on, man. Ro, if you're watching, or if you ain't watching, anybody who know Ro, you know when I go to the back, I'm taking out the wallet. All right. Anybody who know Ro, if I got to pay you, bruh, let me know. I'll pay you. All right. No, because Donnell Jones tried that, and I didn't pay Donnell Jones. I ain't paying nobody to come on this show. I ain't doing that. You share the journey, everyone.
You want to pay his trailer?
Yeah, play. Look, before he even comes on, if he comes on, whatever. Mo, let's play the trailer for Who Killed Terrance Brown. It's short, but y'all check this out, okay? We'll be right back. Dope Living TV.
Just admit it. No.
Oh, wait a minute, Mo. That's my fault. Go ahead.
Just admit it. No. How many times do I have to say no? As many times as the fuck it takes. I told you I have to penalty. You entered an accident car wash at the time of the crime. What do you want from me? The truth. Now walk me through the story again, and this time don't leave out a fucking detail.
Who Killed Terrance Brown? All right, now, you didn't see Ro in there a lot, all right, but I want him to come, man. Please, Ro. My beautiful best friend, Bella, what's going on?
Bella.
Hope everything is well. Hope to see you real soon, my friend. And when I'm gonna tell y'all something. When you garner friends like Bella, it's been nothing but mutual respect from the day that we met. And I could share a story about how we met and how we became, real cool with each other. But I have to have her permission but I can't say we were sitting at an event, both of us. I wasn't trying to holler at her. She's married, okay? I wasn't trying to holler at her. But when you feel a vibe and you talking to somebody, you just know that you're gonna get good conversation. You know me more. I love good conversation.
Right.
You and me have had good conversation a long time ago, even when we was buffing bosses. Okay, but
that's what got us through.
That's what got us through. I had to do it, man. But we sat down and we talked about a couple of things. It was real casual, and then we talked more at other times. And she's just a genuine person, and she's a businesswoman. So shout out to my best friend Bella the Don. Love you, girl.
That businesswoman is a major plus. So.
Man, I'm telling you, that's the part that really made me. Like I said, I didn't come at her. I wasn't trying to come at her. Beautiful woman. I wasn't trying to come at her. I was literally engaged in conversation about things that were going on that day, things that were being said. All right. So shout out again to Bella the Don, my best friend. We're good. All right. So look, man, again, let me tell you about this guy. I was watching Tubi, and then I saw something say, "Who killed Terrance Brown?" I was like, I don't really give a damn about who killed Terrance Brown. Let me watch the movie. Just let me watch the movie. I'll see who killed Terrance Brown later. And I was so intrigued with the movie. It was a good movie. It was well acted. And the brother that's on here tonight, man, he stole that. I mean, it was, Mo, I'm telling you, if you watch the movie, and everybody, I encourage you guys to go to Tubi and watch Who Killed Terrance Brown, as well as the rest of the movies this man has done. And again, DeJuan Ford was on here a couple of weeks ago. The next movie that he's in, they're in the movie together, all right? But anyway, been trying to get this man on for a few weeks. He's been very busy working. And you guys, again, are going to find out everything, all right? Everybody say what's up to my guy, Rose Spit. What's up, man?
What up, Joe?
What's up, man?
Chill. How you doing?
Everything cool, man. Everything cool. And see, he's doing what I wish every guest would do. Man, if you got drink. If you got food. Eat. You got to smoke it up. Do what you got to do.
For sure.
Everybody else, they want to do the protocol. But we ain't got no protocol here, bro. We good.
That's what's up.
Yes, sir. First of all, man, welcome to the show. Appreciate you, man. Finally, got you on here. Finally got you on, so we good. And I was telling everybody, man, about the movie. Like I said, I was scrolling Tubi, and I said, whatever. For some reason, I said, let me check this Who Killed Terrance Brown out. And I love the movie, bro. I love the movie.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
If you guys haven't seen it, the plot turns, y'all. I did not expect that to go the way it went, bro. For real. I didn't expect it to go the way it went. But Mo wanted to ask you a question.
Okay.
So
Go ahead, Mo.
Well, I mean, he's cool. He's cool because he's a serial entrepreneur. You know.
Yeah.
So what all you do, bro?
No, that ain't the question. No, hold on, bro. That ain't the question he wants.
Okay.
I'm gonna ask it for him, okay?
Go ahead.
So, because I had the same question at first, I said I can't wait till the dude come on so I can find out why they call him Rose Spit. But then, before you answer, I said let me find out about him.
Oh yeah. Okay.
And I went and I checked YouTube and I'm like, Ro can spit.
All right. All right.
So tell me if I'm right. Tell me if I'm right.
Yeah, that you're exactly right. Yeah. So I got my name from rapping. You know what I mean? Like my real name is Roland, and then over the years, I had an old name. Like I started off as a DJ, so I had a DJ name, and it didn't really go with when I started rapping. And because I was rapping, I was freestyling and stuff around my hood, and my homies, they would always call me Spit because I spit.
Yeah.
And then I just put put my name with it, so Rose Spit. And then and then like I kind of built a name over the years from early 2000s to recent. Like I kind of put out my last project during the pandemic, but I got another project that's going to come out. But I'm not really pursuing rapping anymore. It's kind of like I have people that want to listen, and I get the itch every once in a while, so I scratch it.
So, I know you. Go ahead, Mo.
So do you use your music on your movies? Do you have a chance to use it?
No, so not yet. Up to this point, I've really just acted in movies. I haven't produced my own movie or done anything on the back end. But it's coming. It's a couple people I know have done some soundtracks for movies. The movie Justice I was in had a soundtrack, but I don't know if I had any songs on it though. I've been so focused on acting, you know what I mean, and focus on trying to create these characters and build that it kind of and it really hasn't been my it's kind of in my mind, it's in my past, and I know I need to bring everything together. But so it'll happen one day.
I'm not, but it's cool because you're moving on because you're, and as I said, and you just touched on it, man. You're producing now. You've been in front of the camera. Now you're getting behind the camera. How's that going to change for you?
I think it's gonna just open my eye to seeing some things. You know, it's like being around all these amazing directors. You know, you got Dennis Reed, you have Kamal Smith, you got
Yep.
Joe Smith, you got Moolah Films, you have. I mean, so many that I'm, you know, if I'm trying not to forget anybody. Dewan,
Criminal Maine,
you know what I mean?
Criminal Maine.
Yeah, so it's so many, and just being on set and kind of just being a sponge and watching what they're doing. It's you know, you see things differently when you're on this side of the camera, and I think that's going to open it up, and I think that's going to make me a better actor. You know, it's always more money on that side of the camera. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not particularly doing this for money, but you know, it's always good to make it if you can.
Well, it's supposed to come. It's organic, bro. You know, if you're doing the craft, and you've been in a number of movies, okay. So whether you ain't doing everything for free, you know what I'm saying? You gotta eat.
For sure.
You gotta eat, and you hooked up with some great people in these movies, some great actors and actresses in these movies, okay. Like I said, me and Dewan are real cool now. Dewan Ford, that's my guy, and I know that movie. I forgot the name of it. What was the name of the movie you co-produced that movie?
No. That one I'm just in. He may have.
I think it was
I'm not really sure.
Yeah,
he may have, but it's called My Man. Yeah. So he and like we've had some other. I think we were in Justice together, but he had like a super small role, and we were only on set like one, you know, kind of for one scene. So this one is kind of we're not in so many scenes together, but we were on set a couple of days, and just I know him from the industry. I know him kind of before it. I know his father. And he's just a great guy, man. Like when I was getting into this, he was a person that I just call, ask questions. You know what I mean? Like he reached out to me years ago about early on about producing when I was kind of tiptoeing in. But he's just one of those guys that he's been in the game so long and he knows so much, and he's open to talk to anybody. Like that's the one thing I love about him, man. He you know, if you have any questions, he's a phone call away, even if he don't really know you.
Yeah, I mean, he seemed like that when he was on the show, and it just seems like he's ready to network. You know what I mean? He's ready to go ahead and put that hand out there and pull the next one up.
Yeah.
Or you know, have him take an idea and get to him. You know what I mean? He seems like that kind of cat. You know?
Yeah.
So Ro, you're an actor now, but before you were a rapper, when you was rapping, did you have any aspirations to be an actor?
Yeah, definitely. Yep. Man, you know what? Like when I was in high school, I had these. It was so many things that I wanted to do. I just more than anything, more than me being titled anything, an actor, a rapper, a DJ, or whatever. I'm a creative, so I want to create and I want to be in art, whatever that means. And you know, at different points of my life, it means different things. You know, when I was younger, it meant rapping. When I was younger, it was DJing. Now that I'm older, I'm back DJing, and now it's acting. And next, you know, in 10 years, it may be painting, right? And 10, you know, who knows where it'll take me. But I'm really just into creating. So I've always I had this when I was younger, I had this fear of like stage fright. As crazy as it might sound, but I like just getting up in front of people and talking and just being up in front of people was just not a thing. So I know I wanted to like get over that. So I used DJing because ultimately I wanted to rap. My first passion is DJing, but I wanted to rap. So to get over my fear of that, I started DJing so I could stand up in front of people and not have to talk.
Yeah.
Right. And then once I got comfortable there, I started, you know, grabbing the mic, you know, kind of talking on the mic, and then that kind of made it easier. And then I started rapping, and now I'm kind of like, I'll stand up on stage. I'll you know, it's easy now. It's comfortable for me now.
Right.
And so it was only a matter of time. And then seeing like my friends do it. You know, that were just in the industry. Like Kamal Smith is somebody that I've known. You know, I went to some of his first plays when he was a playwright and doing plays. Because we worked together. We worked at Chrysler Financial back in the day. My man Sino from McGraw Ave H Block and all the Moolah movies. I've known him before all this, man, and they kind of, those are a few of the guys that kind of stepped in it before me, but they were the people that, because ultimately this whole Tubi independent film thing, first and foremost, I'm a fan. So I used to watch these guys, and I'm just happy to see my boys up there, like killing it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And then it was like eventually, it's kind of like stop talking about it and do it, and then I had my first little role with a couple lines, and then it just got bigger and better.
Yeah, but you always come back around to that music though.
yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
For sure. Yeah.
And once you're DJ, you're always the DJ. Trust me, I know.
Okay.
Bro, I know we kind of fucking up your rotation with the food thing. All right, I know we are, but
oh no, I'm good. I got some liquor. That's all I got.
Oh,
I'm gonna get some of this water. Okay.
Yes, sir. Hey, we ain't doing it anyway. So, but that's cool, man. Now, I also was looking at you're an entrepreneur as well, all right? And if anybody knows me, I love my gym shoes. I love my Jordans. I love my gym shoes. I got a gang of them. My son got 2 walls of them. Okay. Do you still do that business?
Yeah. That's my foundation. The name of the store is, I have 2 stores. So the first store I've had for going on, it's like 18 years. So it'll be 20 years in 2007. It's called Burn Rubber.
Burn Rubber.
And then the newer store is called 218, and it's just a derivative of Burn Rubber. 218 is downtown Detroit. And man, it's my foundation at 218. I mean, Burn Rubber and 218, the stores, they allow me, by the grace of God, man, they allow me to like do other things that, like, it took a long time, but they're self-sufficient.
Yeah.
So I don't have to be there every day, but I was pretty much working in the stores, almost like 14, 15 years, pretty much every day, unless I was out of town for business. And now I don't have to be in there every day, and I got a solid crew that like amazing crew that hold me down and really have taken ownership of the store. They they run it and they appreciate it like it's theirs. And that allows me to act, and that allows me to travel. I got a couple movies coming up before the end of the year in Atlanta that I'll have to be out there for a few days shooting. So I still do a lot of the behind the scenes work for the store. So I travel a lot. DJing, I DJ, locally and abroad. So that allows me it frees me up to kind of be able to do all these other things.
Yeah, so I'm gonna tell you this, man. I ain't nobody. Well, I do got a son, but I ain't your daddy. But I do a whole lot of stuff too, and actually, I live in Southfield. But I was in Dallas, Texas. Shout out to Dallas, Texas, whatever. And because I do a lot of stuff as well. I fell asleep at the wheel and had an accident. Fractured my jaw, had to have wired up, lost a couple of teeth. That's why you can see the back of my throat right now. But the thing is this, man, we pursuing our dream. God gave us this gift to pursue our dream, but we gotta take time and take care of us too. I fell asleep at the wheel.
Yeah.
I fell asleep. But I'm here. Like I said.
By the grace of God.
This is not a lie. When I was able to contact and Mo, I think I told y'all this. I said, look, I got to get Roast Spit on the show. We already talked, but I got to get this guy on the show because I watched that movie after I was, had everything done, and I'm like, damn, this is a good ass movie. Okay,
thank you.
For real.
Appreciate it.
I mean, what? How did you prepare for that movie? Okay, because the twist. Oh my God.
Yeah. So man, that goes back to the direction, right? You got the writer, my man Derek Scott. Derek Scott is he did a lot of the early I can't even really say early, but he did a lot of like wrote a lot of the Moolah films like Plug Love, McGraw Ave.
That was a good movie.
Yeah.
Too.
So he wrote that movie. I think he's one of the dopest writers, if not the dopest writer in the in this area. And then my man Lance, he acts in a lot of those Moolah movies like McGraw Ave and things like that. And they were on set, man, and they were hands on, and they were kind of like very specific about the things that they wanted from the actors. And we were overly prepared. We had table readings and rehearsals for weeks before, and that's not always a thing with these movies. And then I just kind of like I tap into this space of like once I feel that I have a grasp on what the director and the writer wants out of the character. I just try to put myself into that person, and for that time that I'm filming, however long it is, from whether it's a 10-day shoot or a 14-day, 15-day shoot, I become that person pretty much throughout, in my life. You know what I mean? Like when I come home, I try to turn it off, but I try to stay in that character. And then that character he had so many layers from being. Dude. Yeah, I don't want to like tell it all, but from being like an alcoholic to, like a bad father to trying his best to be a good father, and those different emotions, and it was a real crazy time, trying to pull that off for sure.
Dude, and but you pulled it off. Okay, how much of that did they give you creative license? I should say.
You said what? Say that again.
Did they give you creative license to do some go off script sometime?
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah. I mean a good portion. I don't want to say good. So one of the things Dennis Reed is like, he's like the godfather of this whole independent film thing, right? And one thing, like the first thing when he gives you a script, the first thing that he says is, these words are just it's like a map, right? So these are but this is just words on paper. Just like a map, from leaving my house to get to my store, I can take 7 different ways, right? I could jump on I-75. I could go over the Telegraph, come back over 12 Mile, take that up to Woodward. I can go Woodward straight. You know what I mean? It's like a bunch of different ways I can go. And, that's what they kind of allow you to do with these films, which is dope. And then there's times that you kind of have to go off script. And then, but the chemistry you have, like Lil Blade was super dope. Tierra was dope. And that the chemistry that we have is like, they just kind of play off of it because they're in their own world and you become that person. And like, so almost whatever you say is real because you're in that zone. But definitely.
And I was telling somebody, man, I said, you know what? And then I started watching some of your other movies, all right? Because I said, Duke act, man, for real.
Thank you.
Like this brother right here, his name Tyler Penn. I don't know if you know Tyler.
Tyler, put a shirt on.
That's my guy.
Okay.
He's in a Brave Films, man. They doing a whole lot of stuff. Brave Films. Hey, Tyler, tell Brave Films this dude can act, man. But I was like,
I've heard of Brave Films. I've heard that. I can't remember what movie, but I've heard that. I've heard of Brave Films for sure.
Brave Films is a great film company, bro, for real. But
Bobby Peoples and them.
I started watching. Yeah, Bobby Peoples, the People's Network. I started watching some more of your movies, and dude, I was like, you don't get relegated into one role, one type of person.
Right.
You're different because I watched a few of the ones from the past. And you did a whole lot of shit in 2024, dude. You was working.
Yeah.
Damn.
For sure. Yeah. The crazy thing about these movies, man, is that they you kind of film them and you don't know when they're coming out. right? So it's like a lot of these you film. Some of these movies that we're filming in 7 days. Some of them we're filming in 10 days or 14 days, and it's like you do that, and then it's in the people editing hand, and then just like almost a year will go by, and then you look up and it's like 3 movies that you were in dropped in the same weekend. There's been plenty of times this happened for me.
So people start calling you and talking about, man, that movie was cold you did the other night.
Yeah, yeah, that was a year ago.
5 months ago, Negro.
Yeah, definitely.
But your range is cool, man. Like I said, my guy Tyler, he's watching, or Tyler Penn, man. He's the same way. He doesn't get typecast. Okay, he can do range. Okay, I love it when I can watch actors in different movies be different people as opposed to the same thing. Now, Kamal, dude was a fantastic actor. I just don't want to see him by myself. I'm scared of that guy.
Yeah. Listen. So one of my boys, like one of my oldest friends, man, he calls Kamal "Kill 'Em All."
Come on, man.
Because he killing everybody in every movie. And, yeah, I'm actually.
He got a real typecast, huh?
Yeah. I'm in a movie with him. I just got put onto a movie with him. We just started like rehearsing. Yesterday was my first rehearsal, but we start filming in like 2 or 3 weeks. So that should be fun.
Man, respect to Kamal. I want to get him on the show. I'm gonna try to get him on the show, man.
Yeah, he's a good guy.
Yeah, man, respect. But I'm glad we ain't got to do the show in a studio.
Yeah. And the crazy thing, man, Kamal is the nicest, coolest, most like down to earth. But that goes to show you his acting skills, though, right? It goes to show you a lot of people, especially people that don't actually know him or don't get a chance to meet him or haven't gotten a chance to meet him yet. It's like, man, he is the complete opposite. But then you start thinking like maybe that's what down in there somewhere, like. Maybe it's just brewing and waiting for somebody to pull it out.
His switch ain't been hit yet, so he's just sitting there going, "Go, I dare you. Go ahead. I dare you. Go
say
ahead."
The wrong thing to Kamal.
Say something about my mom.
Guy in the world. Hey, come on, man. You got some lint in your beard. So what, motherfucker?
Yeah, start stabbing everybody.
Go ahead, I dare you. Go ahead,
man, get this fool out of here. I could almost do his voice, man. Because I'm telling you. But shout out to Kamal, man, for real. With everything that you're doing, man, I'm quite sure that your life has changed from when you had to sit around and hang out with these specific people, and now people are seeing you in the movies. In your opinion, are you changing, or do the people around you change?
That's a great question. I think a little bit of
both.
A little bit of both, but
yeah.
And I say that because and then it's kind of like, maybe not. Maybe that's who they always were, and it's something else that is bringing something different out of them. You know what I'm saying? Because to be honest, I am changing. I want to change. Like if I was like in the same place or in the same space mentally, spiritually, everythingly, right? I would feel like I'm like not growing. So and my whole thing is like with whether it's friends or whatever you want to call it, the people that are in my space, I feel that if you're not growing with me, what are you kind of doing around, right? Helping me grow. And same thing, if I'm not helping you grow, or if I'm like making you stagnant, it's no reason for us to really be in the same, like sharing the same space. Or when, if we come across each other, cool. I got a lot of people that I, grew up with or just know from years ago. I don't see a lot, but when I see them, we chop it up, kick it, and then we go on about our life.
Yeah. No disrespect for that, man. I mean, that's the same here, man. It's a lot of people, because I did a music video show back in the day, man. It was very successful, and I had to change. I wanted to stay in the hood. I want to, but can't do it.
Can't do it.
As you grow and evolve, man, you have to grow and evolve with your surroundings as well. So look, 5 years ago, I'm going back 5 years ago. Could you have predicted where you're at now?
Yeah. I'm big on manifesting and law of attraction. So I see the future, man. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm you know, years at, like in this current moment, I'm years away. Yeah, I'm
Let's
like
go.
I'm 3, 4, maybe even 5 years away.
Let's
So
go.
yeah, like I know I've seen like it's crazy, and it, you know, it might sound crazy, I say, but I've imagined myself and I've seen myself in these podcasts and in interviews on stage, you know, doing you know, talking to people. I've seen, you know what I'm saying? Like I've seen myself traveling the world. I've seen myself in these spots and being congratulated and being looked at as a success. So, you know, people a lot of times people which is, you know, it's to each his own, will say like, nah, man, I could have never imagined. But I cannot say that, man. I imagined all this. I imagine everything, every like a room full of sneakers to the house that I have, to the watches that I you know what I mean, like everything that I've achieved or I've gained, or whether it's like a thing, like a tangible thing, or just you know, just like bringing my reality to a space that I wanted. I've seen it all.
That's what's up, man. Dang, I had this conversation piece that I wanted to say, but I just forgot it. But damn, I hate when I do that too, man, because this was a good one. It was going with that, but we ain't gonna roll on it. Let it go. If you no, here it goes. As you were coming up, going through this, and that's good because I feel the same way you feel about manifestation. But as you were coming up, I know you had to have obstacles, things that probably kind of could have made the weaker person deter from their goal. Okay, what was an obstacle for you if you had one?
I mean, there's a bunch of obstacles. I would say my biggest obstacle was over the years is like self-doubt, and like, you know, it's all self-inflicted, right? It's like I'm also big on there, like, if God has it for you, no man can take it from you, and if God doesn't want you to have it, no man can give it to you, right? So I feel like I rarely blame things on other people. I rarely, like, you know, it was a time when I first, before I got my store, I did you know, had this grand idea of of being the first person with a sneaker boutique in this area, and did a business plan and everything, and, you know, went into a bank, and they were like, no, I'm not giving you no money. Right? You don't own nothing. You don't, you know, you're just a kid. It looks nice, whatever, but you got to have something. Like, what can we come get if you don't pay us, right? And you know, I didn't really look at that as, yes, it was an obstacle, and I figured my way around it. But I didn't like blame the bank, or I didn't like use that as something that'll or allow that to stop me. And, you know, so most of the time, the only thing that you know, my thing is like one of these things with acting right now. Well, not particularly right now, but I'm kind of like coming out of it. Is the sometimes my first reaction is that, like, I'm you know, I might not be as seasoned or as good as Dewan Ford. You know what I'm saying? So, but the thing is, so it was a level of self-doubt, and then the confidence you know, it's kind of starts to go down. And then
Have you seen your movies?
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. It's all, you know, like one of the Dennis Reed, I keep going back to him, but, you know, early on, I would come to table reads, and I'd be a little nervous because whatever, right? And I might not had gotten to the point where I started making it my own. And he would always tell me, like, man, once you know that you're supposed to be here, like wherever it is, right? Whether it's Hollywood, if I don't care if you're in a room with Denzel Washington. Denzel Washington did everything he did, and you did everything you did, and y'all in the same room. So you're like, and you're supposed to be there, and you have to have that confidence level, and that's what, because, you know, a big part of a lot of these things you do as an artist, at whatever level, or whatever platform or field is confidence. You know, it's like, yo, I did this. I don't care really what you think about it. I know it's good. I know this. You're not prepared for it. And this is it. And now you can have it. You can like it. You can hate it. You can buy it. You can sell it. Do whatever you want to do with it. But it's yours now, right?
Yeah, I'm good.
So,
I'm good.
Yeah.
What you got to do? Yeah, that's what's up. Masterclass, Mo. Masterclass.
Yes, sir.
Gave us some nuggets for sure. For sure. Dude, I'm trying to eat that right now for real though. That's powerful. I was looking at a couple of things, man. You're huge on listening. You did something about listening. I think there's a lot of people out there who need to. All right. You don't have to agree with anything, like you just said a little while. You don't agree with anything that I say. Okay, but if I've done it and I've done it successfully, and you invited me to come and talk to you, because I know you speak, to a big crowd. Mm-hmm. Why don't you listen? Why do people do that, man? Why are people hard on listening and understanding?
Man, I don't know. If I had that, I'd be a billionaire, man. What I would say is, like, a lot of people aren't ready. They aren't prepared or aren't open enough to receive whatever is coming to them, like, from whoever they're talking to, or whatever they're receiving whatever word from. And but that it also goes into them, that's that person, right? That person, sometimes some people you can't tell them nothing. Some people you can't they don't want to hear it. They're but ultimately they're sometimes some people are scared to look in the mirror, man. And that's that's something that they got to kind of deal with. And a lot of people, I think, get into a space of wanting to win whatever they're going, whatever conversation this is.
Yeah.
So they're preparing their mind. They hear one thing and prepare their mind. When you're talking and their mind is going about, how am I going to say this? And it's like, yo, I said that was the first thing I said, and it wasn't even the main point of what I was saying. And then they'll go on a whole tangent about that because they've been just not paying attention to and not listening to what's going on. And that's also going back to acting. That's one of the number one things about acting is listening. Listening.
I was just going to say, when you said that, notice some of the more successful actors do listen very, very well, and they understand the things you were talking about earlier. Well, if it ain't for me, it ain't for me. That's basically what it boils down to. I'm not going to force it, because forcing it, again, if it wasn't for you, forcing it ain't going to make it no better.
Yeah. Yep. That's one of my things with like, I know a lot of people that I started with, like around the same time. And like right now, I think I have 10 movies that's out on Tubi and on, between Tubi and Prime and Vimeo and all that stuff. And I know people that started around the time that I started or after me that are at like 20 and 30 movies, right? And they're each to each his own. Each person they're going to find their own way, and they have some people, this is their livelihood, right? I'm blessed to say that this is like icing on the cake for me, right? So I don't have to take every role. If it's a role that I don't like or it goes against something that I don't stand for, I'm not really messing with it. Like even to the point of like one of the jokes around the hood, or just like when I come across people, is that every movie I'm in, I die, right? and it was like, so at first, like when I first started, I just wanted to be in movies, right? And I was getting these roles, and in my mind, it's like, okay, well, most of these movies have to do with something that's going on in the street, and when you in the street life, you die. You either die or go to jail. You know what I'm saying? But so I started, I was doing these movies, and then they were taking some time to come out, and then I didn't even notice it or pay attention until like one of my movies, one of the premieres, my mom and my youngest daughter, my family was there, but my mom and my youngest daughter they were watching the movie and it got to the end and they were like crying, you know, and they were just like kind of like messed up, like I don't want to see you like that. So I'm like, man, I you know, that's another, yes, it's art, but I didn't want to get caught up in that. So like this year, and a lot of these movies haven't dropped yet, but this year I kind of put it in my contract, like I can't be killed. Now I'm gonna miss out on some roles because of that, right? Which I'm cool with, you know. But also, I have some. Unless you know, I make the decision. I either have to love the role or because a lot of these roles is like man, you ain't even have to kill me. You know what I'm saying? You could have just, you know what I'm saying? Like a lot, but
went out of town.
Yeah, I could have went out of town and just, you know. But some of these roles and some of these stories, it fits and it makes sense for the story, right? And those are the ones, you know, that I would do, or like, you know, even so I think I've done up until this point, I have like six or seven movies and series that are coming out. I don't know when they're going to drop, but they're going to come out. And I kind of didn't die in those, you know. So I'm kind of like I'm yeah. So by this time next year, it'll be like evening out.
As long as the Reaper brother ain't on the set, you know.
Yeah.
You didn't have a choice.
I dare you to see it.
You didn't have a choice but to down who killed Terrance Brown. You Terrance Brown. You had to die.
Yeah. Okay. But the thing about it is we filmed that the end of last year.
Wow.
Oh really?
So So we filmed it like, I want to say November, the end of November, early December is when we filmed it, and it ended up coming out like in March or something like that. Yeah, it came out in like March. So
see, I remember a brother that was doing films. He kept getting killed, right? He kept getting killed, but he still did the whole movies because he kept doing flashbacks.
Oh yeah.
He still threw the whole movie, but he died early. You know, he died like in the first 20 minutes.
Yeah, but in your head is he dead. All right, but
and then I even started doing stuff where, like, you know, you could, like, even if you kill me off, you know, it can't be like gory, right? It can't be like a bullet in my head and blood drop down my face.
Skull,
a lot of time it's inferred, you know, it might be inferred, or like, you know, you'll see the gun, but it doesn't go off, and you just know that person is dead. You know, so.
You're laying on the ground, and you don't give a flash of a little bit.
A funeral. Go from the gun pop to the funeral. Yeah. Black scene. Yeah.
Hey, bro, I'm telling you, bro. First of all, thank you for coming to the show and chilling with us, man. Because you know how much I've been hounding you to come on the show.
Yeah, we've been missing each other, man.
Yeah. You finally made the time, man, and it's all good. You know what I'm saying? Because,
thank you.
Again, we like to tell the journey. We like to tell the story and let everybody know that it can happen. You got to want it to happen. You got to be available in here and in here to make it happen. All right. And you're a prime example of that, man. If you guys have not seen Who Killed Terrance Brown, and as well as this other movie, but I want y'all to start off with Who Killed Terrance Brown. All right. If you want to know more about Ro, can the IMDb is not going to tell them everything. How can they find out more about you?
The best thing to do is, you know, Facebook or Instagram. You know, my Facebook is Roland Coit. You know, that's more of like who I am. You know, because it's like, you know, Facebook is more family and friends, connections. You know what I mean? But you know, Instagram is everything that I have going on with whatever movies are dropping. You can look back, any movie that I've ever done, I've posted, so you can look back and look at old movies. Anything I'm DJing at. Yeah, if I'm DJing this weekend. Yeah, not that old, but like, you know. But if I'm DJing this weekend, or if it's a movie premiere, or like whatever I have going on currently, it's gonna be on Instagram. You know, and that's everything from like sneakers to fashion to DJing to movies to everything I got going on.
That's what's up, man. That's what's up. It's an entrepreneur right here, dog. So I got two more questions, two really quick questions. And see, everybody, we don't really do a question and answer kind of thing. It's a conversation. We talk to each other. We have a conversation. But these are questions. If there's one actor that you could act with, anybody, male, female, whomever, dead, alive, who would it be?
That's a great question. An actor that I probably somebody like I don't know if it's like one person.
You can do 2, 3, whatever.
But like of course Denzel Washington. Denzel. It might be like kind of too easy to kind of like. Of course you're gonna say Denzel, but I would say like maybe like Sam Jackson.
Yeah,
I think he's incredible.
That's it.
And I think that he he's a person that is engulfed in his craft and is about the craft and doesn't care if you're a rapper or actor or like if you're good, you're good. If you're not, you're not. And if I think I seen an interview with David Banner, and he basically kind of cut into him like, man, I don't care that you're a rapper and like you're not good. And he said he tested him and he told him something like, if you want to get better, I'll help you. And he called him and that was his acting. He helped him acting, right, and helped him get better. And that like was super dope to me. That like it don't matter what level you on, he's one of the greatest to ever do it, and he's still, has time to say like, if this is a kid that I don't know really from a can of paint, and if he wants to get better, I'm gonna help him get better. People like Leonardo DiCaprio, I think is incredible. Anybody that kind of gets into a role and like you kind of forget that person is that person, right? Whatever role it is, like anybody that kind of does that and I forget like, that is Leonardo DiCaprio, or that is Robert De Niro,
right?
People like that I think would be cool.
But they're gonna start putting your name in there too. So somewhere down the line, if we're still doing this show, they're gonna be like, man, look, I saw Rose spit. I think I would want to act with him. Okay, you guys, this new community of actors. My guy Tyler, everybody, the Bray family films, the People film. We've done a lot of directors, and a lot of film companies on this show because I love actors. I mean, I've been on television, the small screen, for a long time. Okay, but to be behind the camera now that I do, and then to do these podcasts and talk to people like yourself, man, it's humbled me, number one. All right. I've created a whole network of new friends because, again, and I got to tell you this, man, if you ever need us to do anything, promote, whatever, we do that for free. Now, one thing that I hate is when these people say, hey, because I gave an example earlier in the show. I said, hey, look, I invited Donnell Jones on the show, right? And
like the singer,
fantastic guy, great guy. I had him on my music video show when I did it back in the day, right? So I invited him to come through. I even sent him a picture of him and I together when we was playing Xbox a long time ago. That's when we got together. That's what we did. I'm sorry, it wasn't Xbox. Y'all know a long time ago we didn't have no Xbox. Y'all know what I'm talking about. And this dude said, hey, no, Greg, cool. I'll come on the show, but it's gonna cost you. I said, dude, that's okay. I'm good. I'm not gonna do that, but I will help. You're back, and I got a music video show coming out road because everybody back out there doing their acts. I'm gonna do the same thing again and have a music video show, and I've already started pilots of it to interview these acts that are out, these people that are out there right now. I've already done Garfield from Shy, fantastic guy, professor now. Okay, but it's people like those people and like yourself, man, that can give our audience an opportunity to say, well, hey, I see this guy who looks like me and he's doing it and he's successful and he can talk about it. Why can't I do it? That's the biggest thing, man. If somebody else has done it, it can be done. All right. And you're living proof of that, bro. And man, look, if you guys have not seen that movie, Who Killed Terrance Brown, Tyler Penn, go check that movie out. Tyler says one of my favorite scenes on Pulp Fiction, where they stick up the restaurant. Samuel Jackson and John Travolta is eating breakfast. Yeah,
that's classic.
Sam is so cool. John Travolta's so cool, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that is so crazy. You know, you talk about those two particular actors. I mean, John Travolta is one of my favorite as well. You know, he's kind of like, you know, the white guy that used to hang around with us, and we knew he was down for whatever. He was down with the brown. You know what I mean? He was down with the brown, and that's what he reminds me of. You know, so,
that dude,
and
that's
him with
Welcome
Samuel
Back
Jackson kind of makes sense. You know what I'm saying?
Welcome Back Kotter all day long.
Yeah. And then another thing about Samuel Jackson, like obviously I don't know this, but it feels like he just kind of will go off script and just and you got to go with him, and you got to go with him, like whatever that means. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that would just be something I know I would be in awe, man. Like first of all, I'm like I said earlier, first I'm a fan, and then second I'm a student. So I just want to see it. Like I'll be an extra in the background. I just want to see it like live in person and just be like, and then you see me in the background looking at.
Bro, I'll be a grip or a light guy, man. I'm telling you.
Anything.
Yeah, because the camera started shaking like this right here.
Yeah.
but Spike Lee said, I heard in the interview, Spike Lee said that Samuel knows everybody's script, everybody's lines in the script. When he goes off script, he don't cut. He said, I just let him do what he gonna do, and it goes on and on and on. We don't cut, we get it all.
Mm-hmm. You know, you got to.
Yeah. Hey man, Ro, for real, bro. This was a great conversation, man. I know I learned a lot. All right, and we get to see who you are, and amazing individual, man. Again, I'm gonna say it for the 13th time. Go to Tubi, check out Who Killed Terrance Brown. Y'all gonna thank me for this. Because at the end, Terrance dies, okay? But at the end, and that last, I say, Ro, correct me if I'm wrong, that last 15 minutes, something else.
It's crazy. And you know, it's wild. I was I was getting to a place when I got that script, I was getting to a place where I'm like, man, I'm getting tired of dying. I'm getting tired of dying in these movies. Like literally the next month, I was anything I got after January 1st, I was like, I'm not dying in the movie. So I was like, you know, obviously it's the name of the show, it's the name of it. So I'm like, all right, here we go again. But when I was reading it, I'm like, oh man, I'm like how was it gonna happen? Like why? You know why? And then I'm thinking like who? Like, it's almost like a who done it.
Yeah, exactly.
And then when you find out, you're like, oh my God, like straight up. Like, and then it's like, okay. And then 5 minutes go by, you like, oh my.
It was a dude sitting in the corner eating crackers and cheese.
For real. For real.
Yeah.
As a matter of fact, I want you guys, everybody, to watch the movie and then inbox me and tell me how you liked it. Okay, I'm gonna send that information to Ro. So
please send it to me.
Y'all gotta watch it. You gotta watch it. Okay, he just put it into the words that I can't put. And we can't. If we talk too much about it, we're gonna give it away.
Yeah.
But the whole movie is good. Pay attention to the last 15, 20 minutes though. It's gonna blow your mind.
Yeah.
Hey, Ro, appreciate you, bro. Thank you for stopping by, hanging out with us. Anytime you want to, man, you can come. It's open. It's always a seat. It's always a seat, bro.
I'm glad we can make it happen, man. And anytime. I'll make it. Like I said, it might take a couple weeks, but I'll make it work. I'll make it happen.
Already. And anything that you got going on, man, let us know. We're gonna put it up there. Okay. We played your trailer earlier, okay, but the trailer didn't have enough for you in it, so I opted not to play it again. All right.
Word. Yeah. So I got the next two that's coming out. August 1st is my man. That is set to come out August 1st. I have a movie called Policy. It should be around that time too. I don't know exactly what day, but it should be. They said the end of July, early August. So I don't know exactly what day, but be looking out for Policy and my man.
Hey man, shoot me a clip of my man, and we'll play it.
Okay.
For sure. Most definitely. All right, everybody. It's Dope Living TV Live, man. Thank you, Ro, for coming through, hanging out with us. We'll see you guys tomorrow, all right? Peace.
Right.